the story is that when I was in England, I went into a pub. And as happens in pubs, I got into a fight. In that fight, yung nakaway ko, sinaksak ako, patay ako.
What? Hello mga Kadonatics! Natatandaan niyo yung previous video natin patungkol kay Ferdinand Marcos Sr. kung saan sinabi niya na patay na ang kanyang anak at matagal na. Well mga Kadonatics, may isang subscriber tayo at thank you sa'yo. Sinendan tayo ng link at nung nakita ko yung video, it was just a fun moment during that time, 15 years ago. Pero, ang sense, ang context ng video na to is nakakapangilabot. Promise, you have to watch it. Kasi sa video na to mga Kadonatics, si Bongbong na mismo ang nagpatunay na hindi siya anak ng dating Pangulo. I was like, what? So, sino pala yung presidente natin ngayon? Kaya pala ang ganda ng credentials ng senior. Compare mo kay Bongbong na, ay nako, palpak masyado. Kaya I was blaming the senior because of him. Well, I have to reconsider my conclusion. Well, mga Kadonatics, more on that. Let's watch the video. Talagang masusurprise kayo. Let's go.
The story is that, di ba, I studied in England for a few years. The story is that while I was in England, I got into a fight. Oh, when was the first time you heard this story po? 30 years, di ba? Mga 30 years na to, oh. Anyway, the story is that while I was in England, I went into a pub. And as happens in pubs, I got into a fight. In that fight, yung nakaway ko, sinaksak ako, patay ako.
What? Was he tripping here? Was he high? I don't know. Well, mga Kadonatics, let's continue because napaka-creepy yung sinabi niya dito eh. Di ba? Let's go.
I'm dead. Bongbong is dead. So, this is where it gets interesting. My parents then decided to find another boy who looked like me, who was the same age as me, and present that as me, or their son, to the public. And that the person you see now is the replacement, not the original. That's the story.
Talagang impostor nga. Grabe. Oh no. No, 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 no. Kaya, sa tingin niyo mga Kadonatics, totoo ba yung sinabi ni Marcos Sr.? Well, pinatunayan na ng anak. So, I don't know. Let's continue.
You sound like your dad.
Huh?
You sound like your dad. Everybody says online.
Well, I do sound like my
You
dad.
sound like your dad, mannerisms, pati ubo na.
But wala ka mga go. I have many of the same genes. No, in any case, speaking of genes, the suggestion was immediately raised. Oh, may DNA na ngayon. Magpa-test ka para maliwanag na maliwanag. Sabi ko, niisip ko na mabuti, sabi ko, hindi, okay din maging urban legend eh, di ba? Pagka naayos ko na yung problema, pagka na-prove ko na ako na, wala na yung urban legend, wala na tayong pag-uusapan. Sabi ko, let the story go. And it's funny though, because when I go to schools and I open the floor, this subject comes up. Are you the real Bongbong? And I have
Who asked the question?
kids.
Oh, they know.
Yeah, they know the story.
Because I thought you were the only ones from here.
No, lots. It comes up everywhere. And there's nothing you can do to even siguro magpa-DNA ako na i-prove it. Iba na yan, whatever, minuto na lang yung result.
Live natin, live stream.
Huh? I don't know. I'm in two minds about whether the DNA thing is a good idea. DNA testing is a good idea, but that is a story that has gone on and on and on and on, and no matter. And the way I explain is that it's really very easy to dig up old newspapers. When my father first became president, I was 7 years old. So look at my pictures from the time I was 7 years old to the time I was 8, 9, until the time we left for the United States, until 86. That's 20 years worth of pictures. And then compare them to me now. And I think naman, you cannot fake that much. You know? And the other question that always bugs me is that, why would my parents do such a thing? Think about it. Ay, naku, namatay yung anak natin. Hanap tayo ng kamukha niya, tapos wag natin papaalam kahit na kanino na namatay. Ihaharap natin. Why would they do that? What possible motivation would have my parents had? At most, they'll say, we'll make another boy, we'll have another son. But not find one that is exactly the same, that's of the same age, nakamukha. Kawawa naman ako na siguro na plastic surgery pa ako para maging kamukha. I mean, you know, it's just such a ridiculous notion. But
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I guess it's such a fun story that people don't want to give it up. And now that DNA is available, it looks like even I don't want to give it up.
You've lived 30 years with it.
No, I'm enjoying it too much already.
Well, mga kadonatics, what do you think about the video? Well, he clearly stated here na totoong-totoo talaga yung claim. Di ba? Yung mga rumor na hindi talaga siya anak. Well, wow! I saw this video and I was like, damn! This is so creepy. Dalawa lang ang ibig sabihin nito. Totoo yung sinabi niya or he was high sa pulburon. Which is which, mga kadonatics? Sino pala yung presidente natin ngayon? Kaya pala opposite talaga yung mga ginagawa niya. Kaya pala nagkagulo-gulo na yung kasi may impostor tayo na presidente. Well, sa mga hindi pa nakakita, ito yung statement ng senior na nagpatunay sa sinabi ni Bongbong. Let's watch.
Ang kapangalan ko, abay hindi ko anak yan. Sapagkat yung aking anak matagal nang namatay dun sa London.
Again.
Kung sa darating na panahon ay merong tatagpong kapangalan ko, abay hindi ko anak yan. Sapagkat yung aking anak matagal nang namatay dun sa London.
So creepy, no? Bahala na kayo. Grabe. Ew. Alam ko matagal ng video na to, pero damn, it makes sense now. Lahat ng mga nangyayari ngayon are all connected to this event, to the time when he was replaced as the son. Speaking of 30,000 killings na ibinato nila kay Tatay Digong sa drug war, ngayon mga kadonatics, may silver lining tayo. Bakit? At malalaman din natin dito mga kadonatics kung sino talaga ang source ng 30,000. Let's watch the video.
Bago po sa ating report hearing, ano po masasabi niyo sa nagipahid po ng ating former president?
Tama ang punto niya. Ulit-ulit na rin natin sinabi sa programa natin. Ang istorya po ng 30,000, nagsimula ko yan kay Maria Reza.
Uy, yes,
Si Maria Reza ng Rappler. Inilabas ko yan sa Rappler. At katunayan, kinumpronta ko siya eh. Kasi kaibigan ko siya eh. Sabi ko, hey Maria, where the hell did you get the 30,000? Then, during police operations, na sinasabi mo extrajudicial killing. Alam niyo sagot sa akin, I was just repeating what I read in another newspaper. Tinamaan ng magaling ka ako. Because of you, sabi ko, dahil maganda reputasyon ng dyaryo mo, niyakap ng media sa labas, foreign media, pati yung lokal. Kaya pinaulit-ulit na yung 30,000. Hindi naman, totoo. O yan ang naging pataya. Kaya sinasabi ng Inday Sara, mukhang itong naging dahilan kung bakit yung pinailan itong ama ko. Kasi ang ebidensya niyo 181 lang. Akala ko ba 30,000 yan. Kaya dapat ang ebidensya niyo, 30,000 pieces of evidence for every na pinatay. Kasi papatunayan mo na pinatay mo para magkaroon ka ng larawan ng merong sistematikong pagpaay ng mga tao. Paano mo ngayon mapapatunayan niya? Naman sinasabi yun ng nagpapanggap na abogado ng ICC. Tama-tama, konti ang alam niya dito. Ang hiling nito, napaka-anti-Duterte ito. Dati kasi ito, gawin, nasa kaliwa yan. Kaya kalaban talaga. Kaya huwag niya, kasabi ko nga, huwag niya nabibigyan ng plataforma yan. Sinisira lang yan si Pangulong Duterte ng abogadong nagpapanggap na abogada rin siya ng ICC. Abogada rin siya ng isang biktima, hindi siya abogada ng ICC.
Well, ngayon mga kadonatics, may magandang leverage na tayo. I don't know if I call it leverage, pero at least go against the 30,000 killings na ibinato nila kay Tatay Digong. Kasi yung media dito sa Pilipinas kontrabida sa Pilipinas. Binabato talaga yung 30,000 na illegal talaga pinatay during drug war. Ngayon, they have to prove it one by one kung namatay ba talaga sa operation or pinatay ba talaga. Can you imagine? 30,000. Doon malalaman kung systematic ba yung ang pagplano ng pagpatay. Ngayon mga kadonatics, the question is, mapapatunayan kayong 30,000? Saan sila kukuha ng mga dokumento nun? Ang Rappler pala, the queen of fake news na si Maria Sira, siya pala yung source ng 30,000. Bakit hindi ipinapatawag yung Rappler na grabe yung fake news niyan? Ha? Shout out sa Tricom natin dyan. Well, of course, because it's anti-Duterte. Kaya ganoon. Well, speaking of fake news mga kadonatics, Inday Sara, mukhang she's gonna face the detractors. She's gonna face the traitors this coming April 10. Nako, kasi parang dadalo siya sa Senado. Ala! Ano kaya ang itsura ng mga mukhang mga traitor na to? Itong mga PNP personnel natin. Nako, I cannot wait. At andyan pa si Bato. For sure, si Bongo dadalo din yan. Nako, patay kayo. Ngayon pa, sinabi ng Palas na dadalo na sila. Kasi pag hindi, contempt, tarang, kulong ka pag di ka dadalo ngayon. Pero, si Rimulya, hindi dadalo during that time kasi pupunta sa Amerika, sa Washington, D.C. I-prepare. Handa yung pagdating ni Bongbong doon. Kaya bakit? Alam na. Canvasin pa kasi si Lisa Nas. Yesterday sa Malacanang, na-promote si Turing Pisot at si Gina Fajardo na bangag din. At tingnan nyo sa picture mga kadonatics. Tingnan nyo sa pictures. Hindi mo mahagilap si Lisa Nas. Bakit? Wala talaga siya sa Pilipinas. Previous Malacanang courtesy call or promotions, always andun si Lisa Nas, ang FL ng bayan. Ngayon, grabe, fake news pa more, Malacanang. Grabe, no? It's so ironic, mga kadonatics. Bakit hinahabol nila lahat ng mga fake news ngayon, pero sila mismo ang source ng napakalaking fake news? Grabe, where's the justice now? Well, justice is no longer served to everyone. Let's watch the video.
Bukas daw si Vice President Sara Duterte na dumalo sa pagdinig ng Komite ng Senado kaugnay sa pag-aresto sa kanyang amang si dating Pangulo Rodrigo Duterte noong March 11. Sabi ng Vice, handa siya magbigay ng detalye tungkol sa pagbisita ng dating Pangulo sa Hong Kong hanggang makabalik sa TAIA Terminal 3 sa Pasay. Nakipag-usap daw si Senate President Chis Escudero sa Malacanang at sinabing dadalo na ang mga opisyal sa hearing sa Webes April 10. Sabi naman ng chairperson ng komite na si Senador Amy Marcos, mabutit nagbago ng isip ng Malacanang. Pakiusap niya, magpakatotoo na at huwag sanang mauwi sa pagpupugli o pagpapakitang taon pagharap nila sa susunod na pagdinig.
Napilitang dumalo. Nako. Paano na yan? Nako, ang gandang eksena to. I cannot wait. Well, anyway, mga kadonatics, thank you so much for your subscription. Sabi ko, isang araw, I don't earn anything from YouTube. At least, not yet. For so many months and years. But I would like to thank you na dyan pa rin kayo, nanonood sa atin. And please, kung saan ka man sulok ng mundo, God bless you and ingat ka lagi. Bye-bye.